Hey. Greetings. My name is Brian. Why is it warm in here? Oh, the oven was on. My name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. Welcome to this mess. I hope you're all doing well. You're in a different spot. You can't tell, but I can. You are not currently on top of my computer screen, monitor, whatever. I see a sugar kitty. Meow. 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 I feel like I keep cutting that off. Do I have this working? I do. Ha! I thought so. So here's the question for all, one and all. I feel like I'm being too well lit. Let me... How do I change the damn thing? Oh, I'm messing with new lighting too. Four Leaf sent you lies and slander. She doesn't know I exist. I'm going to have some coffee. I have a beverage of choice to this time. Also, not sponsored. Check out Coastal Roasters if you're ever in Rhode Island. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. I made it right. Morning times, I don't know if I'm making coffee right. This time I did okay. I think I let it sit just a little too long because I got distracted by, starting the stream. So, topic of discussion. I didn't think I'd had a lot to talk about and do when I took a hiatus, taking a hiatus from whiskey. But then life was like, let's go. Let's throw everything we can at him and just watch what happens. That's where I'm at today. That's where I'm at today. I can't wait for Monday. Donna Pass Whiskey, hello. Rob Smith, hello. Welcome to this mess. I realized today, when I started trying to figure out what you're supposed to do when your car just doesn't work anymore, needs an entirely new engine. I don't know how much that will be, but it sounds like a lot more than the car is worth. Time to eat pizza, do it, and give it to me too. I want pizza. It's on the list. Shopping list, pizza. Good pizza too, like the Tim Hortons stuff. Surprisingly good. Basil, margarita pizza, which still feels weird to say when I'm talking about Italian food and not margaritas, the beverage. Okay. Help. That's what this is about. I don't know what I'm doing. I bought my car when I was 28. I don't even know what I did. I think I just looked up a car that was a decent price. It was like $20,000 with 20,000 miles on it. And I paid for that for 5, 6, 7 years. I'm not even sure. Almost half the amount of time I've had that car, I was probably paying for it. But I might have paid it off. It's my car. That's the fun part. Also, I realized something very exciting. I'm supposed to have a title, like a very important piece of paper that says this is my car. You know how I've been moving everything in my apartment? And you don't really know, but I'm kind of a mess. I'm looking at it right now. It's pretty awful. Oh, it's the other thing. That's the other problem. We're just going through it. Atlanta Whiskey Nature announced yesterday that he has a 3-month dry break. Says it would be good if he was here to compare notes. I went through the car buying 6 months ago. Big thing to start is budget. Second is what are your needs? My needs are car. My budget is none. I don't have a budget. What's that? That makes it sound like I know how much money I'm going to get at all times. Like if I had a job that paid the same amount every week or every quarter, however that works. I have SSDI that shows up early in the month. And it is 1,000 something odd dollars. Which is just about what my rent is. It's like it's 900 now. 900 something. Reminder, you guys are helping everything. Anyone who's a patron, anyone who's a member, anyone who super chats. You are helping a lot, more than you know, more than you really understand. I know everyone's very generous here, and that's still something I'm getting used to. Still, like it's been a year, half a year, since I started getting super chats and members. I actually no, wait. It was right after. Oh, it's almost been a year. I think, yeah. Bastards Ball of last year, which was in September, coincidentally, I think. So right when I was there, it was either, yeah, it had to be. I think. When did I become a Whiskey Somm level 2? Every state is different with car titles, but should be able to quick go to the motor vehicle and get it. Just time and a few to get a copy. True. I don't have money, though. Again, reminder. If you think I have savings or... Well, I do have other things that I'm not going to touch. I have stuff in the stock market via just me being like, here's $5. Go. Be free. And that's once a week. And then I have... What is it called? My retirement? 401k. Whatever that means, that's what I have too. And it's not a lot. It would buy a car if I took all of it out, and I wouldn't be able to afford a car because if I took it out, they would be angry, and they would charge me a lot of money. I'm not doing that either. That's for when I'm old and gray and feeble and unable to think, even worse, and drooling a lot. Oh, I can't wait. I did find out that if I buy a car in Massachusetts, which I thought I might do, you have to start doing like the pinging of dealerships around here. And they're thankfully, are things where you can just check on cars around you. It's like, here's your area code. What kind of car are you looking for? Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. That's pretty awesome. I am very happy that exists. But it's a matter of what kind of car at all. That's like the first thing. If I'm going to get a new car, like used, used somewhat, and I can possibly buy it for under $10,000, that'd be awesome. That's where I'm at. And the $10,000 thing is like, haha, that's crazy. I have seen some for 7,000, 8,000, 6,000, but they're all like 2012. I saw a bunch that were 2012. I'm like, no, I want new technology, please. Give me the camera that I can back up and see, and the little thing with the blind spot, it blinks. I've had too many rental cars. I'm like, gosh, dang it. Damn, technology has advanced fast. Can you hear the music? I know I turned it on, but I might have accidentally stopped it. Well, I can't hear it. Yeah, it's still going. Turn. Everyone has their problems. That's where we're at. I want to hear the music. I think I did it too low. It's not off, but I can barely hear it. But yeah, Massachusetts, if I got a car there, I would have to go through a whole process to get it here. It would need... I know what it is. I know why they do it. It's just annoying. I can't see. There we go. So, yeah, I'd have to go through an inspection process, and they'd have to make sure it wasn't... That's basically to make sure it's not stolen. I read that, I'm like, this is to make sure it's actually someone's car, and they're not just like, yoink, I'm selling this. Even at a used car place. You don't know. You don't know. Shady dealings, man. Cars are expensive. And they get stolen, apparently. Ugh. That's a wild idea. Like someone stealing a car. What the hell? I don't know why I keep putting this down. I keep picking it back up. I don't see anything playing. What did I do? Ah! I'm thinking to myself, my ears don't work anymore. That's awesome. No, it's just so low that I can't even hear it. Noise. Make noise. Damn you. Oh, it's processing. Let's see. There we go. Welcome back. Right here. This is a stream they're doing. It's like 10 hours long. The hell. Looks like there was a time where it stopped. Lol. There we go. We're at where I want to be, I think. I don't want to see this, though. If you ever checked out the Lo-Fi Girl channel, it is wild. Their live streams is just chat going when it's just a repeating graphic with the music playing. I'm looking at it now. I don't want to. There we go. Oh, it's too loud. All right, I hope you enjoy that. I enjoy it. Makes me feel a little better because my life is in shambles. That's not it. A really good trusted mechanic that doesn't overcharge like all the dealers in the mass market chain or car places. I think so, but I don't really know. Like, this is one of those, my parents bring their cars there all the time guy, and then mine goes there as well because that's what we do. It's a small, I think, privately owned thing in Portsmouth, where I grew up. Don't go there. There's not much around. There are things to see that are nice, but there's not much to do. Well, a little more than there was when I was a kid, anyway. It was my point. Yeah, he's local. He's very local to my parents. And I just end up going to him. I've had a very brief conversations with him, so the next thing I have to do, which I'm going to love doing, is directly talking to him about the car. And being like, look, I want this amount of money for it. Or, I've heard I can trade it in. That's a thing. I'd have to find out what they would trade it in for, because I can get it towed. I don't have to give it to him. And it would help with the next car, whatever that is. Mechanic who knows you're in the market is a good way to get a private sale. Ooh. Under the table, if you will. Ooh, very sneaky. But if it's a thing like that, I don't, like, why would I trust that? Even if I do trust this guy up to a point, why would I trust him now when my car is busted and he knows it? Mercedes dealership near you? I think so. If he's not the tan, then yes. He's a great way to find somewhere he'll know the value of it too. He said $500 right off the bat. And I went, uh-huh. And then I did my own research, and it could be $925, but that would be if it worked. So I'm going to say, and that still is really low. It could be $2,000 or more, again, if it worked, which it doesn't now. You'd have to put in a whole new engine, apparently, which is... I've been worried about that car for the past 4 years plus. It's a good car. It's lasted quite a while. It's not even that many miles on it. But I've had it since I was 28, so... I am 44 now. I was 28 then. That's a hot minute for a car. I wish they just worked. When are we going to make cars that just work and don't break? It's a really great idea. I don't know why people aren't doing it. I know there would be a whole entire chain of things that would go away. Car dealerships would just become almost nothing. Mechanics wouldn't be a thing because they wouldn't have to repair anything. What a great idea. I wonder why we haven't done that. I'm looking very far down now. I realize that. Before I had to look right about there. Like, I had to look here before, and now you're here. And you're farther away. Don't ask me how I got you up there. I'm not telling. Hollow engine usually not a good prospect. The body tends to rust. Yeah, the body is pretty rusty. Like, a piece of the car came off because I went through the deep waters. Like the the part on the bottom on the side of the car is just a little piece. It just sits there. It doesn't do anything other than stay there. And it kind of fell off and had a bunch of rust on it. And of course my muffler did fall off recently. I'm not sure why, but I can take a guess. That car has seen many winters. Put it in a way you'll understand. I know that car has seen many winters. And I used to have to drive to work a lot when I first got it. Whatever the damn weather. That was fun. Remember that? Do any of you guys have to go to your work on days where it's like dangerous to drive? Isn't that great? Find something somewhere else, have the mechanic look it over and see what he thinks. Throw him $20 after he gives you your opinion. I don't have $20. You see there? Sure. I really want to do all those things, but it's like, give him $20. Like, again, you guys help out with everything here. I got Patreon and I got YouTube monies, all via you guys. And right now, I'm in a much better position than I would have been 2 to 3 years ago. Like before I was monetized, I would be in a good deal of trouble. I still am. Wet wiring and circuitry is not a good prospect either. Yeah. I'm gonna go up. I have to go have a talk with him like directly, and I hate that. I hate to have to do this thing to this person, but he's done it millions of times, I'm sure. Like he says your car is junk, and you have to. The person's gonna come in and ask questions. I'm like, why is that? The only real like sticking point I have is that I paid for an $800 muffler a few months ago. like 2 months ago. 2 or 3. It was very recently because I just paid it off. It's probably longer than that, obviously, but ugh. Hydration is key. Apparently the engine is just clanging, like there's something really wrong. And they can't figure out what. They've had it for 2 weeks, remember that. They've had it for a while. Which is frustrating, because I'm stuck with my dad's car. Not that it's a bad car, just not mine. Also, keep Mom and Pop KillCo in your thoughts right now. They are at Boston area, waiting for their appointment tomorrow to find out if my dad can get his infusion again. Because he's been sick. And now he's feeling a little bit better. And they have to check if he can even have an infusion because he's been so sick. Good stuff, good stuff. Hate it. Again, more problems, more horrible things. So it's been a time. Sugar Kitty, thank you for all your advice, though. I mean, like, I don't... Well, it's going to boil down to talking to him, and I don't like talking to people, especially in a serious manner. I'm just going to throw amounts at him, like 925. That's what I'm going to start with, and I'm going to try to land on 700. Because I think he does owe me a little bit back for having to buy a whole muffler and then give it back to him. I'm also going to have to ask him what's going to happen to the car, because I am a little sentimental. I don't like the human nature of giving something to inanimate objects. Like, there's something you do when you buy something and it's yours, you're like, this is mine. And then you're like, I gotta throw it away. I gotta kill that thing. My car needs to die. Ugh. I thought about it in like a weird, not great way, because it's not even the same, but like when I had to euthanize my pet, Max, that similar feeling, this kind of drop in my heart and my chest, just like, ugh. I've spent so many hours, days, weeks probably with that vehicle. Like, again, we talked about it on Friday. 32% of my life has been with that car. And I feel so stupid. Unbelievably dumb, where it's like, I'm sad about a car. Annoying. Wish I didn't feel. Granted, I haven't felt much of anything lately. As soon as I heard that car news, my whole entire ability to feel went gray. In the nicest way I can put it. So I don't know. I'm trying not to feel much, I think. Too many things, too much bad, hits me all at once and just... But that's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm so done. What's really funny though, like life altering things like this, is everything else you were doing keeps happening. Have you noticed that? Like, there's a death, or there's something like my situation, a sudden car loss situation that just alters the whole ability for you to do everything. And then, you know, you gotta go to work tomorrow. It kind of, like, you still have to get up and do something tomorrow. Enjoy. In fact, you have more to do since now that's gone. You have to figure out that whole mess. First thing I really want to do, though, is find the freaking title. I know it's in this room, but I'm really bad at going, this is important, I should put this somewhere safe, and then totally forgetting where that safe place was. I thought it was over here. It isn't. My birth certificate is over there. That's good to have. I don't know where my social security card is now. I think I do. Maybe not. Again, I just decided to mess up my whole apartment even worse when I had just gotten it kind of okay. And now I gotta figure this out. You'll be joining me on that adventure, by the way. Me watching my life, you know, tumble down, and then I have to pick it up again. You're welcome. Exciting. What is it? Reality TV. That's what this is. Except there's no television. It's just some guy with a mustache talking at a camera in a room, padded room. I look forward to at least this being back. Like, there's the shelvings right here. It's off camera. And once I get that set up, at least I'll have something to be a backdrop instead of me actually looking like I'm in a cell somewhere. And they somehow forgot to wrap me up in my jumper here. Wee. I could use experiences like you guys had. Like, sure, you said something happened to your car not long ago. Car buying 6 months ago. My needs are really simple. Like, that's the kind of the worst part. I basically need 4 seats. I could have 2-door. I could have 4-door. I don't care. Whatever works. I had a 2-door when I was younger. It was nice. It was a Chevy something something. I honestly don't remember ever what it is, but I've looked it up numerous times. Was it 1991? I think. So I did have a car for a little while, but my parents probably paid for that one. This is the first one that was actually mine. And now I'm just heartbroken that it's going to be gone. And no one tells you what to do about this unless you look it up on the internet. And then guess what? Suddenly I'm getting advertisements about cars a little more often. That's weird. Huh. I was thinking of going over this with you guys. It's not strictly car related, but it's something I have information of, and it couldn't hurt to let you know, especially in my current state. Buy a basic sedan that's reliable. Don't get sucked into the sporty anything or some SUV. That's not gonna happen. I want, like, you haven't seen, like, my car is look it up, a 2007 Chevy Malibu. It's just a car. It's got the word Malibu on it, which is funny. I don't remember the make and model and all that. Just Chevrolet Malibu. And it has 4 doors, and it's gray, or platinum, is what they'll say. But this is the most common ANTs. I'm not going to go through it all, but I'm at least going to mention it. And if you don't know what ANT stands for, it's automatic negative thoughts. I'm having a bunch of those recently. It's super. But there's it's just an explanation of what it is, and then how to combat it, which is the part I usually work on. It's simple though. It's just replace, like, take the thing you just thought and go, wait a minute, let's fact check that. It's more work, like, it's more mental stuff to do with everything you're thinking, especially if it's, notably yuck. My neighbor has a Malibu, just newer. You don't need that much. It can be smaller for you. It can, but I don't want a small car. I'm actually worried. The only thing I ever worry about is, like, the thing I said about 2 doors. I don't know if that's still even a thing. Like, do they make cars with 2 doors still? But that was, you get 2 people in the front, and there was like you could sit in back, but the seat had to go forward and you had to crawl in. So it wasn't a big amount of space, but it was enough for 2 other people. I'd be fine with that. The reason I bought the car, like, the big reason in my head was I needed a good trunk. I needed a good trunk in that car, and that car has a good trunk because I was moving. I was moving from my first apartment, which I was in very briefly because it was kind of crap. It was like in a basement. Yay. I think this looks bad. I was literally living in a basement for a year and a half, 2 years. Something like that. Anyway, I moved from there to here. And I brought all this stuff I'm looking at with me. All of it. Well, not the bottles. God, I can only imagine moving all these bottles. You guys have talked to me about people who move and have their collection with them. Oh, God. Just moving it from there to here is exhausting. Exhausting. Oh, and I want to mention, I will be doing a bourbon giveaway again. I thought about doing it tonight, but no, my mind is not on a giveaway right now. My mind is on, That's probably not good for my throat. Coupe. Toyota Corolla is a good basic car. Camry if you want something bigger. Coupe with 2 people, or smaller but sportier. Can be more money. Small hatchback is different and cheaper. With some 4-door, actually be cheaper. Oh, that's weird. It was kind of a sporty-ish car. It was a Chevy something, but again, it was like 1991. I really should put that down somewhere. I've seen the car recently. I've actually seen that car recently. I was like, God damn, that's the same car I had when I was younger. Still looking good, you know. That's how I recognized it. It was red. I've had to do the research on other things. Like, as soon as you need a car now, one, what am I supposed to do now? I have a giant piece of metal that doesn't move on tires. I can move it, but not very far. Just push it. So then I have the license and registration, the car insurance, the lease, not the lease, the title. That's 4 things I have to deal with. That it's like, what? Where is that title anyway? Oh, I don't know. I'm so glad you guys can't see this. You're going to see some of this apartment over time because part of the process that I'm going to have for all of this is to embarrass the hell out of myself and prove to the world that I have stuff wrong. Like, I can't. You see this place and you're like, what the hell is happening here? It's bad, and I'm ashamed of it. That's the basics. I know I have mental health stuff. I know I deal with it. I know it's part of me and my life, but I hate showing it to people. No one comes in here because I'm not happy with the place looking the way it does because I can't deal with anything. Oh. Step by step. Oh, yeah. Let me just, hold on. Let's try that. Step by step by... That didn't work, Sugar Kitty. That step was too far down. Just fall down a hole. Cartoon style. Drink falls up in the air. So frustrating. I'm getting through it. Like, I don't even know what to do here. Like, I can't ask all of you to buy me a car. That's silly. But I will have to up the process of somehow getting people to be patrons and members. I know Patrick Green will come in here every once in a while and just like blow up everything. Picking your whole life up is a good cross training. Yeah. Just moving all those books and papers and stuff sucked. Or mostly books and comic books. Remember to smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
My job's done. That means it's been about 30 minutes. Oh, yeah. Cross-training. I don't need any more struggles, really. I don't. I'm good. I did wear this shirt to kind of motivate me a little bit. Me and the idea of America is a bit... But Captain America was trying to do good. Time to non Bourbon. Enjoy your pizza. I barely ate anything before the stream started. I had peanut butter and jelly and Brussels sprouts. That's how thrown together that was. And coffee. My favorite meal. I'm kind of trying to do, after the stream's over, do the baked potato, yeah, and some chicken nuggets, nuggies. So we already do just label it as the car raffle and the car patron drive and the car funding stream. We've already taken the first step. Yeah, this is the here's news. I think people can relate to this. That's the big major thing. Oh, they were roasted, so they were just crunchy popcorn-like things. They weren't like actual Brussels sprouts that had anything done to them or cooked a certain way. I just put them in the oven and burned them. And they were delicious. It's funny, though. Again, musings with the whole concept of just... You start to think about your life a certain way when it's like, I did have that for 16 years. And I have been drinking so much since I was 21. And I kind of haven't stopped ever since. That's 20 plus odd years of constantly assaulting my liver with alcohol in one way or another. Not worse now, but still hard alcohol. And the liver's like, look, you ended on the hard liquor. You need to stop for a while, please. I cannot repair fast enough. So this is the hope that not drinking will help. And the same thing I'm doing might help more now. I'm not drinking alcohol, and my body might adjust, and I might be able to get really, like, yeah. Something like that. I'm just trying to rein this all in as something that is my, not central belief, but it's one that's there and I'm looking at it all the time, is I want to see what my best self looks like. And is my best self someone who doesn't drink alcohol? I guess right now, yeah. Does my best self exercise twice a week? Yeah. Is my best self talking to a nutritionist? Yeah. My best self has lost the car at the moment, and that's not great. That best self is the suck at the moment. Oh, it's happening too fast. That's what it is. Even with Papa KillCo's diagnosis 2 years ago, that's still a big deal. More so now, honestly. I can't deal. I'm gonna go take a nap. It is weirdly warm in here. I don't like it. Just because I had the stove on. Ugh. I gotta open the window. But opening the window when, you know, that I'm making all this noise. Being extremely strange, obviously. I don't want that to be heard in the courtyard. Thank you very much. I will likely be playing more games too. It's gonna be like the. As soon as I start thinking about it, my brain is just like. Gwah! But everything from here on out, for a little while, we'll be going to a whole idea of getting a car, finding one, everything on here. Like, that's gonna be my life, so it's gonna be your content. Enjoy. God damn it. But again, there's technology, there's websites and such that can narrow my problem down for me. But I am asking myself the question of what kind of car do I like? And since the first car I bought was not for any, you know, like I like that car reason, it looked, again, the trunk. It had a big trunk, so I could carry all the stuff from one apartment to the new one. Now it's, well, what do I use that car for? Just going to Connecticut sometime to visit Irene. Haven't needed to do that in a while. And going to exercise and occasionally going out to get food at restaurants and the grocery store. Very ordinary, to the point where I'm looking at the idea of an electric, but I would have zero idea where to get electric charging for a vehicle. They don't have it available in my apartment, the parking lot. They don't have that. I may ask them about that. But really, I'd be fine with a hybrid. I don't exactly understand hybrids, but it's when you put gas in it, but it's partially electric. That's what I understand. And I think it's the one that just kind of goes off at times. I've had rental cars where I get to a stoplight and stop, and then everything seems to stop. And then I hit the gas again, and it starts up again. It feels really weird. Yeah, why aren't we making cars that just work and don't break? Capitalism. Yay. I got a pretty tough stomach anyway, Sugar Kitty, for this. But, like, I don't get seasick. I don't really get the vomit thing, but I know the feeling. It's happened to everyone. What I might need to do is on Patreon and maybe even the members is like crowdsource. That's the best thing I have, is that everyone here who is supporting the channel in one way or another can put some input into this, because it's a lot. A lot going on. A lot of adult things that make my life more complicated going on. Look at all this whiskey right near my feet. Hello, Bakers. How are you? That's the one that's closest, if you're wondering. Yeah, there's some tequila and vodka at my feet. And some Elijah Craig barrel proof? Maybe. So there is whiskey here. Still. You just can't see it. Oh, I don't like them being as hot. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, let me check another one of these. No, no. There we go. I don't know if that's helping or not. It's very bright. Lighting is annoying. I know the whiskey community can help. That's the good thing, but I'm also thinking about November, which is when I want to raise money for Mom and Pop KillCo to help mitigate the expenses of having to go to Boston all the time for their treatment. Our dad's treatment. That's thousands of dollars right there. I don't even remember what we hit last year. Was it 4,000? 3,000? But I have to reach out to a bunch of other channels. Not only for this, but I'll also mention the car thing. It's like, hey, guess what? My life is a mess. More so than usual. What's funny is I was also going to rent a van. I've had this like bed. I did the whole, what's it called? I won't say Serta, that's not it. I got a new mattress a little while ago. And a new mattress and a new board thing. What is that called? The bottom part of a bed. Box spring, technically. I don't think there's springs in it anymore, but one of those. Yeah, that has springs in it. Hold on. Nah, it's just a wooden thing with some supports under it. Went from original 2,500 target to 5,000, hit 4,500. Damn, that's right. Jesus. I remember that now. Yeah, because that was a while. I keep it at 50 to 5,000. Jeez, I thought 50,000. I'm like, what am I just... That's not a thing. That's not a thing at all, ever. I am hoping to do some other... Box springs bottom of the mattress sits on top of that. Hold of the box spring is called the bed frame. Yes, I have a bed frame, and I can get rid of the box spring and the mattress. But we hit another snag being an adult. How do you get rid of your own mattress? I'm in an apartment building, so dumping it is not a good idea. There's cameras. They see a mattress out there and suddenly come into my apartment, like, where's that mattress you had? Like, oh, no, I got rid of it. Yeah, it's not mine. I know where I want to bring it. It's like 3 miles away. But it's it's just a gate. It's weird. I don't understand what, like, the recycling center in my town is not great. It's like they're trying to build a new one, so they have this makeshift thing. I'm told I can bring a mattress there. That's the whole thing. I want to recycle a mattress somehow, whether it's using the parts of it or giving it away or what. That is the other option I'm thinking of. But that's another, like, finding anything nowadays is insane. I have to try to find someone who will take a used mattress. Go. Figure that out. I'm not a smart man. Can't figure this stuff out. Just type it in Google and then it gets distracted by YouTube. That's what happens, generally. Sorry. I saw the flashlight nearby and I had to fiddle with it. I also need to count out my samples at some point. I'm gonna try to organize them. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. We've had generations and generations of people sleeping in these mattress things, and then they just get rid of them. I wonder where they end up. Who knows? A garbage dump somewhere, taking up space, being a possible thing that can be infested with other things, like rats and mice and other small rodents or bugs. Trying to think about it. Yeah. What? Again, the first thing I'm doing with the car is figuring out, one, what kind of car do I want, but also what, I said brand. Brand? Sounds like I'm buying ice cream. Dealership, company, car maker. What's the word I'm looking for? I gotta find the one I like of that. One of the most common things dropped off. Yeah. Think about a hotel or a motel. I'm sure they don't change those mattresses too often, but they have a lot of them. 20, 30, 40, 50 rooms in that one place. Make and model. Again, I did Chevy Malibu. Because it was like $20,000 with 20,000 miles on it. That was the main reasoning. And the trunk. Big ass trunk. Junk in the trunk. So that's that. Yeah, it's not a final decision. I want to make that clear. This is not the car is done and that's it. There's also should I replace the engine? But the scale is tilting the wrong way for me. Like, I don't want to buy a new engine. The mechanic said it's not worth it. Especially blank wall detected wear. This is a beautiful beige. How could you not enjoy this? Ben, tell me, how could you not enjoy this? I have a feeling it keeps the temperature a little better too. So the heating and the cooling are a little more efficient. I hope. This first winter is going to happen. And I will have stuff behind me. As I mentioned, Friday, there is a cable right down here near the wall. Down. There's a internet cable there, and the plug, if you want to call that, is broken. Like the panel on the outside is busted, so when you try to plug it in, it kind of moves around and doesn't want to, it turns. Like you're trying to turn something in and it's turning at the same time. That's a pain. So I'm trying to fix that. Oh, again, I am weary. I did go out yesterday. Let's talk about that nice. If you listened to the podcast last night / this morning, finished yesterday, got distracted and didn't post it after I was done uploading it. Slamming a project interrupted, or you skipped? Slamming a project interrupted. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Oh yes, and remember to smack the like button. That's supposed to go off every 15-ish minutes. So far, so good. The only thing I'm doing is thinking about a car, Ben. Thinking about a car and what else? Stuff I have to do tomorrow. How I'm going to clean up this apartment. Where the title for my car is. I'm tired. I did do something nice yesterday, though. I went to a distillery, hanging out with a friend for hours. That was nice, just to chat, catch up. Haven't seen her in ages. And then I got to try mocktails, like officially for the first time, at a distillery with whiskey all over the place. Oh, I arranged charity event. Oh crap, I forgot about that. I don't know. I have to talk to her. Maybe. I know I'm supposed to, but I really, really don't have patience to deal with anyone at the moment. Like in person, anyone. We'll see how I feel in about a week. I'm supposed to be there, and I could make that the excuse for when I start to at least taste whiskey again and spit it out, because I haven't done that yet. Driving this morning, a bunch of bird watchers were blocking the path, honking like a Canadian goose. I got their attention. Yep, that would do it. Those geese are dangerous. I totally forgot about it. I'm like, what? Project interrupted. Huh? In all likelihood, I'll be there, but I really will be having a hard time with it. One, I'll be driving up in a car that's not mine. Very important. And two, I have so much else in my life that needs to be dealt with that isn't that. Yeah, not drinking at all right now. It's been 25 days. 25 days? Hold on. Yeah, 25 days. It's wild how fast it's happening. You'd think I'd be like, God, I haven't had a drink in 25 days. But it's like, no, 25 days are going on. Cool. Surrounded by whiskey, but oh well. I'm stubborn as hell, apparently. And thankfully, again, I don't have a problem that I'm aware of. I've even poured out whiskey without issue for the last Last giveaway I did. Went to Hangin' AZ. Haven't seen him in a while. Hangin' AZ, tell me if you like the whiskey or not. I'll be doing a bourbon one again, but I don't know what kind of bourbon. As I was trying to think about earlier, is the idea of crowdsourcing from you guys. So Skip, we'll see. She said, she already asked me if, like, can you still pour whiskey? I'm like, I can, but things have changed again. First it was I can't drink, can't consume alcohol. No. And then car dies. Papa KillCo, still dealing with cancer, not doing great, you know. It's a lot. Like, there's a part of me that just wants to close off and just, like, play games and just nothing else. Just bye. And I'm desperately trying not to do that, which is why I play games, really fun games, Whiskey Uncensored, that just keep me occupied. You've seen me dashing around trying to figure that out, because that's simple. That's something I can fix really fast. And trying to finish the storyline. That's the other thing. It's really what I want to do, is finish the storyline. Then I'm done with that game. As beautiful as it is, it's taking up a lot of time. And we're going to have October coming up abundantly quickly. So there will be some scary games. I am of the thought that I don't get scared easily, because I'm expecting terrible things to happen all the time. So when it does happen, I'm not surprised. But a good jump scare can get me. I know that. Same with scary movies, though. When I watch a scary movie, I'm like, bad things are going to just happen. And there's no real... You know, when the character's like, they're trying to see what terrible thing is over there. And you're like, oh, God, they're going to get got. I'm just of the... Not like, suspense. It's like, when are they actually going to do it? Because the bad thing's about to happen, so... there it is. Got it. I almost had the time right. Dang. So Skip. What's the horrible thing is I can't buy any whiskey. I don't have the money at all now, like negative infinity. So even if I do go there, I couldn't do my collectorness and buy something from her. I will have to ask her about a donation in November, but... Made your way through the game. You'll get through all the small bits and pieces of the car thing the same. I know, but I want it done now. In fact, no, wait, I take it back. I want that to not be a problem and just to have my car. That would be awesome. What's weird is, like, the way it ended. It's very memorable. Like a crazy ass storm. Like, I haven't seen a storm like that in ages. It flooded the roads. And it happened within like an hour and a half. Just came in like a wrecking ball, dumped water on everything. Hail. And I get caught in water twice. That's the worst part, because I was trying to do the reasonable thing and go around this flooded area on the road, only to find another flooded area in a parking lot. Awesome. Went through that, and then the car just said, no, we're done. It's been fun, Brian, but I'm done. That was a lot of water. I can't breathe. Going down with the ship. Cookie click. Ugh. I'm just tired, man. I'm so tired. I'm so over it. Trying to stay positive, though. Yeah. I really want to find that title. I can at least have that, maybe take a picture of it. Like, I had a car once. It was this make and model. I was looking it up earlier. That was another thing I thought about doing, but I decided to stand up for the stream. Was to look up the stuff with you guys. Be like, this is the car stuff I'm looking at. Tell me what I should do. No, I'm looking at how many people are in here. I don't want to do that. What I wanted to do was look up the damn car I have. The fun thing was that what's your car worth thing. That's interesting. Voice. I can't spell. Oops. Clicky clicky. Me searching the internet. Ooh, fun. There we go. Used car and trade-in value calculator. Isn't that exciting? Work! I will break you. Sorry. What's my car worth? At least I have the license plate on hand. There we go. Let's see. Let us see. I'm annoyed at how warm it is in here. I turned the oven on for 40-osh minutes. No, 30 minutes. 37 minutes. 35 minutes. You know, I had all this open earlier. I think it's the LT. I don't remember. I'd say 100,000 miles, but I don't know if that's true. I think I just got over 100,000 miles. Tell me. Yep. Your options. I don't have any. Like, it's a car. What's my options? Oh, come on. I told you this already. Chevy Malibu. Did Chevrolet actually just rename itself to Chevy yet? You can say Chevy Tahoe and all that. I say that because I'm looking at Tahoe at the moment. Malibu. Where is the Malibu? There it is. Get your estimate. No. What? I didn't put in the date. God. Anyway, it's like, yeah, like $500 is what I was told I could get. But really, I need to trade in. Let's do this correctly now. It thought I had a 2021. Ridiculous. Ah. That doesn't feel right. Oops. 10,000 miles. Wouldn't that be nice? Ugh. Sorry, this isn't super entertaining, but I need to know, and I can tell you. That's the thing. I want you to know where I'm at. I don't have any silly stuff. So many little things I didn't click. Ah. Oh, it's annoyingly warm in here. You know, it's part of the thing. I have the light on. It's very warm. No, it's not an Uplander. God. All right, we're going to screw it. Apparently I can't do internet when standing, which is a little annoying. I looked up something else earlier. I had it all set up, which is really stupidly annoying. That I could just look at it. But you know what I did? I closed the tab. I'm smart like that. Stupidly smart. Let me see. Oh, this chill music is helping a little bit. There we go. What's my car worth? And then me looking, you know what also is a thing you have to think about? An auto loan. Ugh. When I just got a loan that I have to pay off, right? You know, like a couple months ago. Freaking great. Yeah, best used small cars under 10K is what I'm looking at now. Ugh. No, this thing didn't keep it, so it's the same thing I was just messing with. I'll let you know if you're a patron or a member. I might remember to let you guys know make, model of my car, how much it's worth. I know I looked it up by license plate. That made it really easy, but I don't remember where I did that. So I had that ready for after the stream. I'm going to put this down. It hurts my eyes. My eyeballs. My eyeballs. There we go. Ugh. So much to do, so little time. Oy, oy, oy. And again, any advice on Patreon, or if you want to email me, KillCo Whiskey Musings at gmail.com. any advice or any sources. Again, I'm in the Rhode Island area, and I have to buy in this state, or else I have to go through a nonsense thing, which might be worth it depending. If I can find a car for a good price in Massachusetts, well, I will go through the trouble of making sure it is not stolen. I find that a little wild. A little bit wild. You just sell a car. I know they do that in like homes. You see plenty of stuff for like car for sale. Now I have to actually look at that. That feels gross. I don't want to have to talk to some random human being and be like, yeah, I'll give you this much money for that car. Oh, I think my first car was under $5,000 or some nonsense like that. We just bought it from someone in the area. That was weird. There's also a purple car that I drove for a while. I think that was my mother's. I don't remember. If she were here, she'd tell ya. But she is, again, in Boston with Papa KillCo, getting ready to do chemo tomorrow. Again, keep them in your thoughts, please, as they go through this journey. And, of course, the Caring Bridge link is down below. If you want to follow along, keep track of what's been happening with them. And there's also the option to donate there. Like, that's another good thing they found out. They can do the Caring Bridge to let people know what's going on, and they have the option of receiving funds through that, which is astounding. So they do have their own little thing for the past year for trying to gain some extra funds, which is very good. But again, November, you will see me doing another big raffle. I get mad all the time with Getting Censored. What I'm mad about is that the whole engine or no, just buy a car thing. And I'm stuck in the part of being like buying a car. That's where I'm stuck at, and I don't want to be there. I want to just be like, I can replace the engine, it'll be fine, but I've had that car for 16 years. I know what it's been through. I know how much money we've been dumping into it over the past 4 years. It's in the shop once or twice, more than that, a year lately. And as I said, $800 for a muffler was the last one. I'm gonna have questions about that. It's like, hey, why didn't you think to tell me that this car might be just done before it died? You replaced the whole muffler, and now a couple months later you're telling me that's done. Granted, again, we're talking about the motor, which is the big important part of the car, where it either works with that or you don't have anything. And it comes down to the fact that I should get a new car. Like, it was just the sudden decision is not what I want. It was like a maybe thing. Like, at some point, you know, when the car doesn't work anymore or something, that's now, man. You're living in the future. So I have to decide, you know, what kind of car I'm going to want to live with when I'm like 55, 56, 57, 60. Oh God, part of me is really mean about all that. Like, you're not gonna live that. Wait. It's fine. We're fine. Nothing's going wrong at all. Tonight on KillCo Mental Musings, Brian has a mental breakdown. Yeah, that's going to be the plan probably. If my mechanic doesn't kick the price up a little bit, I'll be like, all right, tow it back to where I live. I'll get it towed to a dealership apparently. But the problem is, of course, again, figuring all the other stuff out. Blows. I'm not good at being human, let alone an adult who can take care of themselves. But it's over. Whatever. You'll hear more about it soon. I'm going to sit down for a while. I'll be back later this week. Gaming streams, very likely. De-stress is going to be a big deal. Not doing anything, doing a little cleaning and moving and figuring my life out. When maintenance gets off their butt, then I can start to readjust. But there you have it, folks. As always, Live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you out there. No repair. No. It's done. Whoop. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.